Hello and welcome one and all to part 2 of Campaign 9 Kindred Blood. I am your host as always, Virinity Void. Part 1 was quite eventful as it was. We had some nations already fully eliminated, one of them being my own, that being Seattle, unfortunately. But that's not the only one that met its fate. We also had Silano, unfortunately, suffer at the hands of Takra and also Silano's own foolhardy ambition. Well, alongside that, the Danubian Sikh suffered massive losses once they went headfirst into Germian and then headfirst into Sini Klin. The Flanders realm took advantage of the Danubian Sikh and, well, did them in thoroughly. And also, Yayoi's submission in South India took over the homeland of the Shera, but the Shera have escaped to the Gujarat region. But they still have the great satraps to worry about. Maybe they'll be a friend, maybe they'll be a foe. There's also been action in Borneo, but no serious changes have gone on. Tianada is on the defensive in the war, but they're taking the fight to Yaranafe's capital. However, there's quite a bit of attrition at Yaranafe's capital, so we'll see if they're able to, make something out of this war. It's already kind of said and done that Yaranafe cannot muster any more troops to win this war. At most, they'll break even. And Li Yui is going after Dai Viet in their conquest of Than Hoa. Do you have? Where are your claims? Oh, so you just straight up have a claim there. All right, let's get. I'm just moving my mic a little bit closer. I knew it was a little bit quiet in part 1, so I'm going to try and be a little bit closer to the mic for part 2, and speak more into the microphone. Let's go. Part 3 is when we should hit the Protestant or at least the 1500s. I'm not going to do the Protestant Reformation manually unless it's like 1540 and we for some reason don't have the Protestant Reformation. Then I will automatically trigger it, or not automatically, but manually do it. But it should be only 20% reform desire needed to trigger the Protestant Reformation, so let's hope. It's only, I think, like 2% right now. Oh, it's not even at 1%. Never mind. Modernize. What? Oh. Shit, I didn't even know that. Do they get my national ideas? I think these are mine. Yes, I do believe. What wars do we have? Great current wars. So Wanakama is going after Peru again, and I don't think Peru has the manpower. They don't. But they are on equal tech level, and these are mountains. This is kind of brutal to fight in as an attacker. Creole Occitania is going after Oviderets. Oviderets is not going down without a fight, though. Oviderets is one military tech behind, but their military is still standing. Shanada's going after Malacca, but again, I think we all know nothing is going to happen there. So let's keep it going. Okay, so Oviderets lost that first battle. They have their first national ID unlocked, so they have the potential for a bigger army. Creole Occitania also has their own first national ID, and so they got 2 colonists going. Piscataway doesn't have any allies or anything, and they also have their first national ID unlocked of national manpower modifier plus 30%. There's not a lot of attrition here in the Appalachians, so Oviderets is like, they're on a timer. Creole Occitania is going to siege this down. And there is a firm border with Oviderets, so if Creole Occitania wins the war, they can absolutely just take a huge swath of the Appalachians. They're going to try and defend. Is it any good? Oviderets has 10% more discipline, but they don't have the morale advantage. But 10% discipline's a lot, and it is enough. Oviderets holds out. Fontaine is doing just fine over here. I was told by what's it called? I was told by Duck that this was basically not the final version of Fontaine, and their national ideas were supposed to be a little bit different. But unfortunately, I cannot allow changes to a submission after the submission deadline. So, you know, I'm sorry, Duck, but that's just how it is. I'm sorry. Also, I had to take out the United Isles tag because it was glitched. It had no technology group really, and so it had nothing over here. So I don't know what units they were going to use, or if it was just bugged out completely. So I replaced the United Isles with Gaeldom. Gaeldom is Druidic and instead of Norse, and they have different national ideas, so that's really about it. And we have the Flandrish realm going after Nikolaev. Clean. I don't think they're gonna... Well, actually, hold on. Flandrish realm is one military tech ahead. Never mind. I thought they were on equal tech. If they were on equal tech level, things might be different, you know? They might be a little bit different. But yeah, the Flanders realm is chasing down these Ukrainians. I don't know. Let's see. Yep, the Flanders realm outclasses them just straight up in morale. They've got it. And there's also that little bit of extra shock damage in the traditions, so yeah. Sure, what's it called? They got their first national Clean has manpowered primary culture provinces plus 50%, but that's not a direct military buff. So it's a little tough for them, it's a little tough. And as we saw, the Livonian Order could not go against Karelia. That attrition was way too much. We have the Livonian Order colonizing down here. Ooh, Zealand is popping up. That is some nice development. 25%. I mean, not 25%. 25 flat development. That's some good shit. You know? Li Yui successfully concluded the war and completely annexed Dai Viet. So another era of Chinese domination over the Vietnamese people. Duck, I hope you're proud of yourself because you are on the Vietnamese shit list. I can only imagine like a really nationalistic Vietnamese viewer watching. He's like just getting really pissed off and then just defaming Duck. Like, how dare you? How dare your submission defile my country? I don't know. I don't think I have any of those really nationalistic viewers. I don't think my videos attract those kinds of audiences. The Flanders realm is back. The army is back from their vacation. Are you looking to actually take Nikolaev? Because it doesn't look like you are. You've won battles, but you haven't won the war. Wanakama and Peru are just staring at each other. Wanakama has the better military tech and also is a pretty good general, a 3-4-3-2. Peru, 1-0-1. But even with all these advantages, Wanakama is very, very cautious about battling in these mountains, because battling in the mountains is what led to their basically the White Peace last time. I hope it doesn't last too long, though. And Creole Occitania has won over Oviderets, but they were merciful. They only took 2 provinces. Pepsi's submission lives on. They need an ally, though. They really need an ally. Louisiana doesn't have anyone as an ally. Neither does Paradox, EJF, or Mexica. Same with Consejo de la Lucha. No allies. No allies for Fontaine. And there was White Peace between them because nothing was getting done. They're just gonna go back to their own directions. Brazil, Jolaf, Songhai, Nupe, Tio, Chokwi, Bunyoro, Makwa, Mogadishu, Shamasraf, Yemen. Really, you have a female? That's... An Islamic State with a female heir? Shit. Okay, the Flanders realm isn't messing around anymore. They want Kiev down. But Sinikleen is back, and they want to defend their land. You gotta take the fight to Kiev. It's gotta be now. 0220. And is it enough? It doesn't look like it. Sinikleen doesn't have enough. But they took away a lot of troops away from the Flanders realm's army, so they won't be able to continue the siege of Kiev for a decent while. I'll lower the music down. Drink some water in the meantime. Yeah. Shanada's going after... Shanada's bringing the heat. Yaranafe is, they're looking like they've gone to shit. They were overambitious when they won against Shanada in the first war, and they bit the dust completely. And now Shanada on the up and up. Yaranafe thought they could do it. They thought, hey, I held out against Shanada, let's launch a war against Theanada. But they lost all their troops over there. The war with Theanada drained their enthusiasm, their war resources, and they ended up being completely unable to hold back Shanada when Shanada came around a second time. Unfortunate. Great Shu is allied with Liang. Su is not allied with anyone. Neither is Yan, or Li Yui, or Haichi. Inazuma is allied with Nanbu. Yugoslavia isn't allied with anyone. Bijapur is allied with Shera. The great satraps are not allied with anyone. Surprisingly, Baghdad and the Numerids are allied with each other. It's a little surprising to me, but, you know. Alright. Not complaining. Oh, Takra against Iman Sorks. So, Takra they've got a lot of military potential behind them. They've got their first national idea unlocked. And so they're just going for Iman Sorks' capital in general. But Iman Sorks... they might be able to spread Takra's resources thin. Curious and curiouser. Big naval battle. Iman Sorks wins on the water, but Takra just seems like they have the advantage on land. And there will be land taken on either side because they share a sea tile. Like they are within coring range. The Danubian Sikh is maybe back with a vengeance. The Flanders realm was not able to get out or get anything out of the war with Sinikleen, and now the Sinikleen is allied with the Danubian Sikh, which is kind of a turnaround from previous relations, if I do say so. But yeah, if the Danubian Sikh can hold down Zargrad and maybe even colonize like Biga or Koseli, they might be able to come back into this. These are hefty provinces here that are really worth a good chunk. Jeremian is also allied to the Flanders realm and the Numerids. Knowledge shared by the Flanders realm. That's Renaissance, right? Yes, it is. Oh, and Aelcorks is in this too. So now it does definitely seem like Iman Sorks is just completely dead. If it was just Takra in that, okay, that's one thing. You know, there might be a little glimmer of hope. But when Aelcorks is brought in, that's KO. Complete KO. Bosnia is at war. The Samnite conquest of Ragusa. Are you sure you can take Ragusa? Are you sure? You need to dedicate a little bit more, because Bosnia is not a pushover. Sure, they're 2 military attacks behind, but in a battle where it's 2-1, I don't know. Oh, that's brutal. Burning down their colony like that. Definitely not winning that siege. So yeah, the Samnites are just... I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking with this invasion. If they can get access to the papacy, that's different, but I really doubt they will. Imansorks has been cut off from the coast. They're still alive. There's still a chance for them to come back if they get an ally. But I don't know. I don't know. Anything else? Ava has snaked to the coast. Shera's going back after Yayoi's submission. But this time with the help of Bijapur, maybe? Bijapur might be called in. I need to stretch my legs. I need to stretch my legs. Yeah, if Bijapur is called in, suddenly, like, this war looks completely great for Shera. But right now, it's nothing. Oviderets is still colonizing. They're not beelining toward the coast, actually. You know, they're trying to take some stuff inland. Creole Occitania still going after Florida. Everyone is chilling out. Or in the Americas, at least. The Americas is relatively peaceful. Malacca is still blockaded, but, I mean, until Shanada gets a bigger fleet, I don't think anything's going to happen there. Altai is allied with Karadel. Let's see. Baghdad. Kemet. Yeah, so you need at least 9,000 or more to siege down Bisoki. And even then, it's in the hills. There's a little bit of defensiveness there. But just winning battles isn't enough. This is not Crusader Kings 3, where if you capture the king or queen in battle, you win the war. We've moved on. Fonzel is still doing pretty good. They're allied with Saxony. Mondstadt is doing fairly well. They are allied with Auvergne and Robanch. Uppland is allied with Karelia, so the Livonian Order is not going to have an easy time. Danzig is allied with the Livonian Order and Bremen. Bremen is allied with Danzig and Robanch. Team No Name is allied with the Livonian Order and Friesmart. Friesmart only has one ally, Team No Name. It's nice to see that someone is consolidating this kind of little area, and that's Bremen. You know, it's not just random people colonizing Hamburg and Lübeck because it's really good centers of trade and stuff. Wanakama, this is the third war Wanakama has declared. Shanada. Okay, so Bijapur is in here now. And yeah, Yayoi cannot withstand it. Therefore, it's just Bijapur and Shera rolling over. Or rolling through, I should say. They're trying. Yayoi is trying. But it's just not enough. When it's a 2-on-1, it's predictable. Okay. Wanakama actually won a fight against Peru, and they're sieging down Lima. 2% attrition is not too bad, but plus 50% defensiveness makes this pretty brutal on the manpower. They got plenty of reserves, but we'll see. I'm not sure Peru can really do anything. If I was Peru, I would try to re-roll for a better general, because 3-4-3-2 is a little tough to handle if you only have a 1-0-1-0. It looks like Peru is going to be down and out. Just maybe. And it looks like Yayoi is going to be down and out too. Or, like, Shadow's going to get land back here, obviously, but they can't cross the strait, so Yayoi is fine. And plus, Sheta has a really nice, like, base of operations in the Gujarat region, especially with Baruch. That's a 33 development province to thrive off of. And Bijapur also has some really nice provinces too. Bidar and Mudgal, you know, those are fine, fine provinces with a lot of development. I think I'm going to record part 3 after this too. I want to get as much done before I go on my trip. And oh my goodness, Visoki still cannot be sieged down. I was mistaken and I thought this was just a fort. This was not a capital plus a fort. But peace was had and the Samnites are unable to do anything. Bosnia lives to see another day. Wanakama did not fully annex Peru. Left them with 2 provinces. But I don't think Peru is really going to get any help. I think it's kind of like Wanakama will just get them. If Peru colonized up here, maybe they could escape, but it's not looking likely. Just looking at the tech levels of everyone generally, seeing what is what. Overderets, how are you doing? Economic and defensive, economic quality, economic administrative, quantity, economic. All right. Anything else? Yeah, not really. It's just really this war. Let's speed 5 it. I really do think that Shadow's just going to get land back, and that's it. And that they did. They even got a little bit more. Just a little bit more. And so Yayoi is relegated back to the starting island. We'll speed it up to like April or May. I know I might miss a war or two, but... Oh, I guess Yayoi is trying to escape to the Indian Ocean, but there's a lot of development there, so it's completely understandable. So the Flanders realm and Germian are going after the Danubian Sikh in Siniklin. And I don't believe that it's gonna... I don't think the Flanders realm is gonna have much trouble with this, if I'm honest. Yeah, that's a 3 military tech difference. That's wiping the board. The Danubian Sikh, sure, they're on the same tech level, but the Flanders realm just has more quantity. It's that simple. And Germian was able to escape away, hide away from the Danubian Sikh, and you know they're back. They're gonna occupy some land, and it's just gonna go really, really downhill. Yugoslavia is at war with Inazuma in the Inazuman conquest of Izumo. And Nanbu is in this as well. Yugoslavia is almost actually going to get Mutsu. But before that even happens, They waved the white flag and Yugoslavia is off the map. Ladies and gentlemen, Inazuma clapping back Yugoslavia like it's nothing. But it must be said that Nanbu served as a good distraction, I believe. And now Shinada is looking to end this little Bornean game by going after Theanada. This is going to be a really early unification of Borneo. Shinada conquest of Lehad Datu. And honestly, Shinada is almost done. They really are almost done. Theanada just doesn't have the troops to do much against this. I think once Borneo is consolidated and Shinada has settled. God damn. Once Shinada has settled down a little bit, they will actually be able to take over Malacca in a war. Just it's not gonna take much once they have all of Borneo thoroughly consolidated under their control. Oh, the Numerids. They pounced. Sinicline lost this province to the Numerids. The Danubian Sikh is dead. Jeremy split between Jeremian and the Flanders realm. The Flanders realm took over this colony in Constantinople, and Jeremian took over Hudavendigar and Sultanonu. Interesting developments. So we kind of got a meaty, a little bit of a powerful Jeremian. It just needs to get its technology level up. If Jeremian gets its technology level up, it's going to be pretty interesting. Creole Occitania wants more of Oviderets. But no, their capital was not here. It's right here. Oviderets has already lost its capital though, but this is for Carlos? Oh, it's right here. Although this time around, Oviderets has the military tech advantage. Interesting. I'm not entirely sure how this is gonna go. This could really flip-flop either way. Because seriously, Oviderets, they unseize their capital, they go down and battle Creole Occitania. If Oviderets wins that battle, suddenly Creole Occitania is on the back foot. Let's see. And Oviderets, they lack the morale and only have a tiny bit more discipline and tactics. It's just not enough. It's just not enough. They need a little bit more oomph. Just a little bit more. But still, I think if the crossing penalty, or if Creole Occitania got a -2 crossing penalty, Oviderets would easily win the battle. I cannot state enough how big a one tech advantage is in certain fights. It's literally a game deciding difference. Nope, this is the only war. So Oviderets is winning this now. They may lose those battles, but it's just Creole Occitania is struggling. They don't have the war score. They don't have the target siege down. And this war is exactly for that. Actually, I think I know why. Yeah, that's a huge chunk of development, which is why it being sieged down is pretty big news. And was that? Creole Occitania lost the battle, and damn, talk about a rebound in the same part. Oviderets flipping the table over. Creole Occitania no longer as powerful as it once was. They lost a lot of development there. 3, it's 9 total, 9 plus 3 is 12. So 15 development. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Yeah, 15 development. But it's not a death blow. I should emphasize that. It's not a death blow to Criollo-Setania, because they still have +1 colonist, so they have 2 colonies going. They can rebound quicker than, say, Ovadarets would be able to if this was them that got dealt such a nasty blow. But still, Louisiana's right there. Louisiana might want to pounce on Criollo-Setania while they're weak. Louisiana is 1 tech ahead. I don't know. How are you doing, Consejo de la Lucha? What are your trade goods, actually? You have a silver mine, a lot of wool, leather, some coffee. Is that coffee or is that cocoa? It's coffee. Interesting. Huh. Okay. And then Paradox down here is allied with America, so it's looking like the EJF may get squeezed dry. Oh shit. Alecorks is just going after Morocco. Just straight up Alecorkser aggression with Takra at their back. I mean, okay. I guess Morocco can't really do anything about this. Just fuck them, I guess. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Yeah, there's no way Morocco lives. Or if they do, it's going to be in like 2 or 3 provinces. And they're just going to be dead in the water. What else? There's some pretenders in Altai. Kemet, you're not allied with anyone. Alright, that's fine. Samnium is colonizing Venice still. The papacy is colonizing Lucca. Is that Lucca? It is Lucca. Insubres is colonizing Pavia, and they're allied with Samnium. Livonian Order. Alright. Muscovy isn't allied with anyone. They're just being Muscovy. What is this? Oh, okay. Cuba is colonizing Santa Maria. Fontaine. Still going after the island? Yes, you are. You're still going and consolidating Hispaniola. I think we'll go to about 1491, 1492. Around there. And then the Lost Legion. They were at war with Brazil, actually. Huh. Has a claim. So there was a war between Brazil and the Romans, but nothing really came of it. It must have been a quick war, too. The Romans are 1 tech ahead. Excuse me. But Brazil's attrition might actually be really rough, considering, well, this is a lot of jungle. It's a lot of jungle to deal with. Yep, Alecorks just completely ran a train through Morocco. Gaeldom is being Gaeldom. They're chilling. Kildare these two don't like each other, even though they're the same religion. And Imansorks is being divvied up. Alecorks is on their own conquest. Takra is on their own conquest. But Takra, be careful there. You almost lost 2 battles. Like, you don't want to fuck up. We wouldn't want you fucking up now, would we? Ooh, that's a nice general from Wobunch. With the 5452. Meanwhile, Team No Name is dealing with pretenders. The House of Bourbon is looking to take the throne, and honestly, they might. they might take the throne. You better be careful, man. You better be careful. I think Pretender Rebels are like extra nasty to deal with because I think they get a special morale boost compared to other rebels, but I'm not sure. Corellia, for some reason, thinks Lubeck is where they should go next. The AI sometimes. What is this? Takra, what are you doing over here? I think we can actually go to 1493. What the hell are you doing over here, Takra? It's really nice development, I know, but it's so far out of the way. And Sorks was completely taken over, and yeah, like I said, divvied up, partitioned. Oh shit. Mondstadt is going after Mishar Ilram. And I gotta say, that morale of armies is gonna be really nice. However, they're gonna take a lot of attrition in these mountains. 2.7% when it's at plus 57.8% defensiveness. These sieges take a long time, so it's only Mondstadt and it's only Mishar on the other side. Did Shanara? Yes, Shanara did. And oh my god, Shanara took over. Did I not predict this? Did I not predict this? Did I not predict that once Shanara took over, settled down Borneo a little bit, they would be able to take over Malacca? I completely fucking predicted that. And now we have a huge fucking preeminent power in Southeast Asia, and they are, I feel like Shanada are just gonna fucking pop off. Their navy is gonna go insane. Their military, it may lack a little, but their navy is gonna keep the islands safe. Oh, I didn't even notice this. Theanata's still alive, but they're in exile on the mainland. They're just barely holding out onto life. Oh, okay. Mishar, is that your capital? No, that's just a fort. So Mishar lost Intal, and they can't really take these fights, so Mondstadt is just gonna run over them. And plus, Mondstadt is 2 military techs ahead. Oh, this is rough. The attrition hurts. It really does. But what hurts even more is losing fortress after fortress. The Samnites are once again going after Ragusa, but I don't think this is going to result in anything. The colony in Venice was burned once more. Bosnia is going to come defend their land, and it's just going to be the same old story. Yeah, and Mishar can't really siege down Mondstadt because they don't have enough troops. They probably don't. Maybe they don't. Yeah, it's not happening. And they do have the manpower, but they just need a little bit more. Bring these 2 troops around and you'll be able to siege it down. Anything else going on? America's reaching north. Oh, God. I'm not used to talking for like 30 to 40 minutes on end. It's a little tiring at times. And then Piscataway. Nope, they're just chilling. Same with Overdretz and the rest. Oh, I have it paused, my bad. I guess we'll go to October of this year. The game still runs like pretty smooth because it's still early on. There's not that many huge armies going around, so yeah. That's pretty much I think we can call it there for part 2. everything seems to be going just fine. Borneo is consolidated. Shannara showed their might like I thought they would. They took over Malacca. What's it called? Shera bounced back with the help of Bijapur, but Bijapur said, "Nah, we're done, Shera. The satraps are my friend now." And then Yayoi is they're just doing their own thing. They're stuck on the island, and another island. The Numerids pounced when Sinicline was at their weakest. The Danubian Sick was partitioned. Aegean Sorks was partitioned. Morocco got pushed back. Takra is actually in the Canaries and also in the Aegean. Team No Name is really struggling with rebels. And then it seems like Mondstadt is going to win this war against Mishar Ilram. Maybe not. You'll just have to wait for part 3 for that. And that's really... Oh yeah, Overderets turning the tables, flipping this table over on Creole Occitania in that second war. So we got interesting developments. Got some interesting developments, if I do say so. And Wanakama did take over Peru, as we foresaw. But I think that'll wrap it up for part 2. Stay tuned for part 3 and future parts because it's only going to get more interesting from here. Thank you all so much for watching. Let's take a look at that leaderboard. In first place is Aelcorks. In second place is the Flandrish Realm. In third place is Takra. In fourth place is Friesmart. In fifth place is Mondstadt. In sixth place is Shannara. In seventh place is the Papal State. In 8th place is Insubres. In 9th place is Liyue. In 10th place is Inazuma. In 11th place is 5837. In 12th place is Mishar Ilram. That'll do it for now. I will see you all in part 3.